Hello everybody, I'm Tom and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. In today's episode, we're going to knock off a few more of my little niggling question marks. Once again, I'm going to do my darndest to avoid two massive Arachis that are over here. I can see them over there. We're going to avoid them to come up to this guarded treasure, which I believe, from memory, was guarded by ghouls. And an Alghoul, apparently. Alghoul is more dangerous. To the point that I feel like... Aha, now the Alghoul is mine. That'll help. Interesting that my, my Axie now works. Like, I have a... Doesn't last very long, but I have the Axie that lets me control. The powered up Axie allows you to take control of enemies. I should really heal. Little tiny ghouls are dangerous. There we go, I got the... Oop! Ow. Got the Axie on the Alghoul, which gets rid of the spikes. Dead Alghoul. Here we go. There's a lot of ghouls. They just keep coming. Having said that, I prefer they come intermittently than all at once. Jesus. I got a fair amount of stuff for doing that though, so that's something. Ah, new moon gauntlets. Sweet. I am now over encumbered. Jesus. This is turning into a routine problem, but I just need to get my werewolf decoction. Fiend decoction, maybe? Yeah, that's the one. Fiend decoction. Which ups my carry weight. So this place had a lot of ghouls in it, but it's now cleared. Excuse me. So that's off my map. There's two Arachis here, but I'm going to ignore them for now. I've got them marked, so I'll come back to them. Up here is apparently an inheritance. Last episode we found a guy here, in the spot this hidden treasure was actually, was his corpse. And there was a letter on his corpse saying that apparently this place over here he inherited it from his bitch of an aunt. But when he came to collect his inheritance, there was a griffin that had taken place up there. Taken home of this house. Well, that's indeed a griffin by the look of it. No. Ooh. Is that a griffin? Sounds like a griffin. Oh, what level are you, Griffin? Oh, you spitting poison. Oh, that didn't work. Well, you landed. It's a powerful griffin, is what it is. That's a one-shot level kind of griffin. Don't spit me with acid, please. Fucking ARCHGRIFFIN. Difficult to kill. These guys would not have been able to kill this griffin. I can say that with some pretty solid confidence that these guys could not kill an ARCHGRIFFIN. Oh, I got the bleed effect. That's something. Don't spit me with acid, please. Thank you. Jesus. I need to make sure Quen is always up, otherwise I straight die. Case in point. Does a couple attacks like that in a row, I could be fucked. Pure luck. Holy shit. Ooh. So that was an ARCHGRIFFIN. You can tell by the coloring. Also, it was labeled ARCHGRIFFIN. But it's a lot darker than most other griffins. It's got this kind of tiger stripe pattern with like really straight black on its back, and then that kind of dark red coming up the side. Also, it has its poison gland fully built in, so it can spit. So that's a thing. Whew. And there's a nest up here. Can I destroy the nest? I guess I don't have to. I've killed the griffin. Letter to brother-in-law. To my dear puts of a brother-in-law. Not puts, rather. My hand's shaking so bad my quill's about to take flight, so hope you can read this. The old Kreutzmann hags bit the dust at last. I know, only a real blackguard enjoys another's funeral, but that wench was as grouchy as miser as they come. Was as grouchy a miser as they come. No one liked her, not even a little. So why I'm writing about her? Because I happened to know the old wench left behind a sizable stash of gold. Her being so damn stingy all her rotten life and not having any weans to leave anything to. Ween is another word for children. Again, I always associate it with Scottish, but it may not specifically be Scottish. So I'm going to her cellar this evening to look around, see what I can find. You take your lass, my sister, treat her right, you bastard, and head to Stachier, soon as you can. We'll all buy ourselves a manor and drink. Eat and shite to excess till the end of our merry days, your brother Greg's. P.S. Folk gossip about some flying vermin prowling the wench's hut, but that's village hag prattle, not Not anything any self-respecting bloke should believe. Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a basement. That was close. Dying to fall damage would have sucked there. To the point, I'm gonna save. It's amazing how in all these games, it's still gravity that scares me more than anything else. Actually, it wouldn't have. It was deceptively tall. She had 20 florins, so what's that? 60 crowns. Not exactly life-changing, but I guess if you're a peasant, it probably is. Cool. I think the sort of economy in the Witcher world is very similar to the economy in, like, D&D, where adventurers and people like me are running around with 35,000 just on their person. But the average worker's like, 10 gold? That's a month's supply! So it's got that kind of broken economy that you get in a lot of fantasy worlds. D&D is particularly known for it, because, like, D&D is ridiculous. I think, like, the average person earns, like, 10... I think in the DMG it says something weird, like... I think it's, like... 5 copper a day is, like, a relatively wealthy peasant or something. I'll have to actually... Well, that's terrifying. I'll have to look that up. From this road there is no return. Yonder lies Dead White Wood. So we're heading into Dead White Wood. That seems like a poor decision, but I'm gonna do it. I'm pretty sure I said last time, and I think I'm correct, there's a lesson down here. But the point I was making about D&D is, like an adventuring party, it's hard to get them to get off their ass for more than, like, I don't know, a couple of 100 gold, which is, like, a lifetime supply for the average person, and they're like, I'll do it, what's one job? That looks like an ancient lesson. Whoop! Oh, fucking crows. Oh, fuck the crows. Always kill the ads first. Jesus. This might be out of my league. Yeah, it could be out of my league. It's definitely a possible situation. It's level 91, which is like, I think, one level above where I currently am getting, like, throttled. Because the way that The Witcher works is that there's, like, a level range above your level that you can safely take on, and then anything above that is considered deadly. And I think they get their normal increase because they're so much higher level than you, but they also get on top of that, I believe, it was before I did this, like, yeah, quick saved. They also get on top of that, like, an additional chunk, I believe. This time they only have 5 florins. Well, that's a shame. I made less money. Oh well, not worried. But they get, like, an additional thing on top. So I think we're going to actually ignore Dead White Wood. We're going to come up here. Up here, I believe, are Knights of the Flaming Rose, which I should be able to take out. Theoretically. But I think we're going to skirt Dead White Wood for the most part. The benefit of coming up and doing these bandits as well, which again, should be fine, theoretically. I will save before I try them, though. is that there's a fast travel point there, which allows me to get back to Dead Whitewood relatively easily when I get higher level later on. Because as it stands, that's a hard fight. Ancient Lessons are fucking hard. Mainly because of their ads. You saw there, those fucking crows. They just eat through my Quen like it's... Like, they do, like, pitiful damage. It's like 1 or 2 damage or something. But they hit, like, 100 times a minute, so you get hit, like, a lot. Let's do a quick save. Now I'm closer. How close am I, actually? I think there's some boars in the woods in between me and where I'm going. Whatever. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, look at that boar. What'd I tell you? Over here, however, is my ultimate destination. There we go, fast travel point. Kilkenna Ruins, I think it said. But I believe there's a bandit camp in here, from memory. Hello!
Let's dance.
This is more in my level range. There we go. Archer I don't really care about. Well, Arbalist, not really an archer. Which, by the way, I love. It's a small detail, but these are knights. And you tend to get Arbalists in a army like this. Rather than bow users. Because they're more technical and they're easier to use. Well, they're easier to use, and they're likely short-range fighters, which a bow and arrow is far less useful for. Sweet. Master Ulrich's orders, so I'm just gonna go kill these Arbalists. Sweet. So I got Master Ulrich's orders? Here. Master Ulrich. I should have known that. Oh, we already knew Ulrich was a thing. To Anton? I guess it's probably just Anton, only spelled more French-like. Anton Fiel. Clear the elven ruins of all valuable artifacts. Once that's done, put fire to that rubbish heap and burn it to the ground. Regarding your question about the elven manuscript you discovered, hand over the diagram during your next changes of patrols. Our armor smiths will set about deciphering it. So this is the first part of the armor we found. We were tracking all these guys and we found like a big stash of their armor. Oh, Sadim. And an elegant letter. Let's read the elegant letter. But we sort of followed a trail, but we came in like halfway through the trail of this diagram that had been passed from camp to camp with people failing to decipher it until we finally found it. This was its origin. To be delivered personally to the hands of the Honourable Knight Sir Anton Fail. Or Fail? Feel? Fail? Our unusual partnership has brought an enormous pleasure. I trust Sir Knights find it himself in good health. I have catalogued the last shipment of elven scriptures and sold the entire lot at once. As per our agreement, find attached the bill of accounts for our most recent transaction. Sculpture, Jan Lorenzo, the rape of Illyria, Illyrina, Illyrian. Interesting. I guess that's elder spelling, and that's how the name was changed. By a Kurt Dysart for 300. I know that name. I think that was one of the guys that bought Yeah, he was one of the guys who bought something for the cards when we were doing the card class, I think. The card quest for Zoltan, I think. 300 Novigrad crowns, minus 35% transaction fee. Vorticelli, Phobios and Daphne by Kurt Dysart. Gian Lorenzo, The Ecstasy of Valachi the Bloody by Rudolf de Jonquière. That name I know as well. Rudolf de Jonquière, I know from somewhere as well. 550 Novigrad crowns, minus 35% transaction fee. Sadly, I was unable to finalize the sale of Piatis by Michelangelo. That's kind of funny. Pietas by Michelangelo. That's a good way of Elvenizing Michelangelo, I suppose. To Brandon & Co. Incorporated. The company sued for a deferment of the sale due to some claimed financial difficulties. Rumors around town claim the firm's senior partner was robbed in broad daylight by some white-haired Witcher. But for obvious reasons, I did not agree to prolong the payment period. A messenger with the earnings will present itself at the agreed-upon spot. I impatiently await the next transport. Jaromir E. Castells. Do I remember robbing this person? Brandon & Co. I mean, it's not surprising that I would have robbed them. And it's possible that it's just a joke that they've put in from... I don't know if that's actually, like, because of something I did, or whether or not it was just... Like, it just always says that because everybody who plays this game robs everyone blind with Geralt. Nevertheless, I vaguely remember there being something with this place. Like, you can, like, go in a portal or something. But I also could just be wrong. There's a chest over there, chest up here, with New Moon armor, I think? Yeah, New Moon boots. I'm glad I survived that. The Witch is very strange in the height in which Geralt can survive. Sometimes he's fine, and then you go like 1 millimeter further, and he goes from full health to dead. So it's not entirely consistent how much damage he gets. He takes from attacks. Oh, from gravity. A cart up here. Nothing valuable on it. Alright, so... there are all the things that I needed to get done today. It's 20 minutes. I failed to do this one though, so... let's head off. And we now have this teleport point, which is nice. I was going to say let's go off into the middle part and do a couple of these. But I think what I'm going to do instead is head up to the Runeright, because he usually has a shit ton of money and he'll probably buy a lot of my stuff. And I am currently heavily overburdened. It's only by pure luck that I'm in a situation where I have a potion. What the... oh. Oh, there's a marker for this. Fair enough. I did not know that. Well, I got another fast travel marker. That's nice. Probably not entirely necessary. That was where another group of the knights were, which I've already dispatched. Or not. Oh yeah, there was one guy I left alive here. I forgot about that. There was also a spider around here that he was fighting, and that's why I didn't kill him.
Lost your nerve?
This was the one dude I left alive, and he still decided to attack me when I left. When I walked past. Because I think there was like a... if I remember correctly, there was one dude alive, and he was up here, and he was fighting a spider. I don't hear the spider anymore. There's some spiders out there somewhere that had run in and started attacking them. And I couldn't kill the spider, so I just ran away and said, fuck it. Let them kill each other. I guess they didn't. Or he won, one or the other. Nevertheless, I've now properly genocided this camp, so let's keep going. I want to go to the right side of... yeah. I think I can pretty safely put my swords away from this point, because I vaguely remember there was a bunch of Necker things a neck of nests out here, but I actually cleared them all out. So this place is actually relatively peaceful at this point. And this should take me straight to the Runewright, who's at this massive windmill, from memory. Indeed. Hello, geese. Hello, Mr. Runewright.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Wouldn't mind a glance at what you got.
Yeah, he has 3 grand. Much nicer. I'm gonna start by selling armor because it tends to be the heaviest thing. And I'm probably not gonna use it. Sure. And then let's sell these things. Already out of money. Let's buy some good runes. Sign intensity. Chance to stun is good. Let's buy all 5. And chance to freeze is also good. Let's buy all 5. Foreseeably, I'm not gonna... That was a lot of coin. I didn't realize just how much money that cost me until I looked. Whoops. Luckily, I have a lot of stuff to sell, but damn. That was a lot of money. Usually I like... yeah, I don't care about that. Arbitrator... Yeah, I'm never going to use it. The Emmentaler I'm going to keep. Dwarven Axe. 100 armor piercing isn't bad, but... Okay. So that actually just ended up making him richer. But it did make me lighter, so that's a thing that I'm not sure I care about, but we'll see. Anything else he's willing to buy? Mastercrafted Saddle I do not need. Horse Blinders I do not need. This I'll keep, just because why not? Once again, anything he's willing to buy. Dimeridium Shackles. Probably more worth breaking them down into Dimeridium, to be perfectly honest. Necklaces I'll sell. Actually, you know what? I have enough Dimeridium. I don't need to break it down. Other than that, I think we're good. My weight is now 72 rather than 180 something, which is what it was before. Do these components cost... They weigh nothing. Same with alchemy, so I don't care about that tab. This tab is probably weighing me down more than I'm taking into account. Because there's a lot of shit that I'm carrying around. I don't need a nightgown. There's a lot of shit I'm probably carrying around that I don't really need. I accidentally sold a key, but whatever. Trying to sell silver. I'm okay with that. Where's this key? Oh, key to Yennefer's room. It's fine. I don't need it. That's just for on Skellige. Apart from that, I think he's got pretty much anything I wanted to sell him. Maybe a couple of these lesser runes. I mean, I don't really need the lesser ones because I just bought like a bunch of insanely good ones from him. Yeah, I feel pretty safe getting rid of these crappier ones since I sold him so many. Bleeding is good. Let's get rid of... Sure, that'll do. So now I just have like the greater ones. Is all that I really care about. Sure, that works. I think I came out with pretty much exactly the same amount of money as I had when I went in. In fact, no, I've lost like 3,000. But, I got some cool runes, I guess. Farewell.
Thanks. So long.
Alrighty then. So currently what I have on my swords, by the way, is increased distance on whirl, so that whirl hits really far away. Which I like, because I use whirl fairly frequently, but I'm also hitting the point where whirl is too dangerous to use in a lot of situations, which means I kind of want to put different runes on my swords, I've decided. Liking it here in the Northern Realms? I think I've already asked this.
Like it here so far?
Oh yes. Never have I seen woodland so expansive, or skies with such colors brushed. Nordlings, however, peculiar.
I have done this before.
Tight-lipped, closed within.
Hmm.
Bandits the high roads riddle, but on the horrid conflict this I blame.
Yeah, it's kind of just like that all the time. Oh, the Nordlings are very tight-lipped.
Craft something for me, would you?
Alright, so... Grandmaster Ursine. Here. How do I remove enchanted word? The word's currently embedded in the item will be removed. Yes. Great. Do the same thing with Geschäft. Fantastic. Oh well.
Thanks. So long.
So, now we will see that my swords... Well, is no longer anywhere near as big as it was. It was ridiculously large, now it's not so much. But, what that allows me to do is add some runes. Specifically the ones I want. Here we go. We want chance to stun. Which one is this? Steel sword. Stun, burning, and on the silver sword we go freeze, burning. Which sounds counterintuitive, but they don't actually cancel each other out, I don't think, so I'm okay with that. So there's a 10% chance to freeze, 5% chance to cause burning, plus all the other stuff. I think that's better than what I had previously. So now, when I'm actually attacking with things, the actual added benefits I think are going to be better than my increased whirl. Increased whirl is insanely good, and I'm used to it now, which means that I may run into some trouble when I try and whirl, and I'm going to be massively out of range of things. But for now, I think it's okay. But that's going to be it for this episode, now that I've upgraded my swords. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we're going to take on more side quests. Apologies if you're not particularly interested in side questing, because that's all I'm going to be doing for the next few episodes. I kind of want to just clear out, I said it previously, but I want to clear out pretty much all of this coast up on the north side of, well, I guess the northeast side of Oxenfurt and Novigrad, along this side of the Pontar. Which isn't a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. Like, next episode I can probably clear all of these out. I should mark this with powerful enemy. That way I'll come back for it. So these 3, 4, 5, I might be able to get all 5 done, quite possibly. We'll see. I mean, I'm just going to do them as I do them and see how long they take me. I'm going to try to keep the episodes about half an hour. Also, I can cut things out if they're not entirely necessary, so it may end up being a bit quicker than I expect. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.